everyone. My name is Vanessa Martinez. I'm collecting petition signatures for the recall of Dr. Waheed Zehri from Bullhead City Council.
Desert Oasis celebrates 20 years in Bullhead City. This is a picture of Dr. Zehri. Next month, or early next month, they will celebrate 20 years in business in town.
We need at least 1,400 signatures.
Something that Dr. Zehri opened back in 2001. And it's a nice story about how they have stayed in business over these 20 years. What he credits it to, one of the things that they talk quite a bit about is that they develop relationships with the families. So they will take care of a patient, and then their child, and then their grandchild. So they have they call it generational.
That's weird, especially in light of Me Too, because you look at Johnny Depp, right? What happened to him? He was dropping him from all of these other roles, like he's kind of blacklisted in Hollywood. Nobody really knows if he's guilty or for sure, and it's just her word against his. Well, with Dr. Zehri, it's a bunch of women. It's not just one. The point is there are multiple allegations against him by multiple women. So if somebody like Johnny Depp can get blacklisted just from an allegation from one woman, it was Dr. Zehri, it's obvious that he's guilty because there's way too many women that have said the same thing about him. Plus the screenshots, there's actual proof. All those screenshots that were shared. I should have had his medical license, but it's unethical. They're kind of supposed to be watchdogs for the public. News people. They're supposed to be looking out for the public interest and letting the public know what's going on. Covering for him, it just shows how corrupt they are.
Dr. Zehri and his staff stayed open. They even were one of the first to start doing drive-through testing, and they also were one of the first to do the antibody testing.
His medical license should have been suspended.
So thank you, Dr. Zehri, for that.
Dr. Waheed Zehri has been a doctor in Bullhead City for 24 years. He owns Desert Oasis Medical Center. Here are some testimonies of previous patients.
Are you sexually satisfied type questions. I was very uncomfortable after that visit. He would follow me around town. I actually saw him make a U-turn to accidentally run into me numerous times. And he followed me around Walmart to bump into me every time I tried to avoid him. He would constantly ask why he hadn't heard from me.
My name is Colby Ritter, and I was sexually harassed by Dr. Waheed Zehri. I'm choosing to come forward now because this needs to stop. It is not okay to abuse the power of which he has with his name and his medical practice in Bullhead City.
I thought it was interesting as we were finishing up our conversation. He said, "I'm not going anywhere."
From there, it continued with the sexual harassment comments and unwarranted physical touch, which led me to bringing this forth to my CNO as well as the risk management officer at Western Arizona Regional Medical Center. Since then, nothing has been done, and I have not heard any more about what was going to happen in regards to this.
Recently, we were advised of some allegations that were made against him. I know that our agency, the Mohave County Sheriff's Office, and Bullhead Police Department are both conducting active investigations, which I won't get into, but as a result, he has been suspended from our council.
My name is Vanessa Martinez, and I was sexually harassed by Dr. Waheed Zehri.
He's closing in on 60 years, so he's talking about retiring in the next few years, but if he does, the clinic is going to stay open.
Dr. Zehri talks a lot about being the founder and the CEO of the Mohave Health Coalition. Although it sounds good in theory, what has the Mohave Health Coalition actually done? To be the founder of the corporation, you actually have to have a corporation. This name is still available. There is also no tax ID.
Congratulations, Dr. Zehri.
He has shown inappropriate actions towards me and many women. He needs to take accountable for his actions and apologize to every woman that he's done wrong to.
I don't know that he's going to retire because here's what he says. I love it. It's the only thing I know how to do.
I do not consider him as a role model, and he needs to come to the light of all the things he has done wrong.
My name is Vanessa Martinez. I was born and raised here in Bullhead City since 1997, 23 years old. I came forward to speak to the public to why Dr. Waheed Zehri is not the right fit for Bullhead City. I did not see him as a good role model for us, especially the youth. I officially met Dr. Waheed Zehri at the Tri-State Internship Board meeting in March of 2019, a year ago. I was asked to be part of the organization by some of the board members. It was good from the start and nothing seemed odd. Dr. Zehri recommended me to be the speaker for the organization. I started to notice shortly after how he would talk to me and how he would respond to me. When Dr. Zehri invited me to Havasu at one point, he personally asked me to go with him to talk to the Havasu doctors regarding about the internship organization. When I asked him who else was going, he said just the two of us. Dr. Waheed Zehri said I had to do a few favors to him to make it happen, especially for me. He also asked me to give him massages. I told him no. Constant messaging made me feel uncomfortable. I spoke with my employer at the time at the Boys and Girls Club, the CEO, and she helped me report it to Warren C.
Nobody should make you feel that sick.
My name is Danny Christine Hanshaw. I was sexually harassed by Dr. Waheed Zehri. In 2012, I filed a police report after multiple times of reporting these incidences to my superiors at Valley View Medical Center.
I don't know how to put air in my tires or fix a table. I don't even know how to cook. I can make an omelet and coffee, that's it. The only thing I do is work in medicine.
Dr. Waheed Zehri stated that I was a liar, that I was a ringleader, and that he himself had gone to the sheriff's department and that there was no report in existence.
Well, he said there was no report. Well, he came and picked up a report, the same report that you had requested on the same day.
So, congratulations, Dr. Zehri.
At this time, I think it's extremely important to protect our community so that this man cannot be in a position to to groom and hurt any more women, either in a city council position or with any student program.
You know, I think he's getting away with it because he's a minority member. Like I said, we already have screenshots of him, the kind of conversations he's having with these different women. And so it's not like, well, maybe he's innocent. No, it's like, no, he's guilty of what has been said about him. So there's no maybe. And so if he's guilty, then how is it that he's practicing medicine? How is it that he's still being promoted? How is he still running for these different public offices or whatever? How is he doing that? And people should email them and call them and say, what is your problem? I'm not going to read any of your fucking trashy papers anymore. You want to associate with perverts? Then we're cutting you out of our social lives here. That's what Bullhead people should say to these people.
Next month or early next month, they will celebrate 20 years in business in town.
People are looking out for each other. That's how you get into power, and that's how you maintain power. But that doesn't mean that the people of Bullhead should tolerate this kind of nepotism going on, or not nepotism, cronyism, and nor should they tolerate that these people are enabling and promoting Dr. Zehri.
Next month or early next month, they will celebrate 20 years in business in town.
Dr. Zehri was accused by one woman, and there was really no evidence except for her saying it, and then he said, I didn't do it. Then it wouldn't be fair to come down on him for that without having proof of his guilt. But the thing is, there's 10 women, and there's a whole bunch of screenshots that were shared. There is proof. So it's obvious that he is guilty of what these women have accused him of, and yet somehow he's getting away with it.
So thank you, Dr. Zehri, for that.
And if you're endorsing somebody, you want to be careful who you endorse because it's a reflection on you.
So thank you, Dr. Zehri, for that.
So if you endorse somebody and you say, yeah, this is a great businessman we're bringing to the community, and that person turns out to be some kind of meth drug trafficker, that's going to look bad on you. Should look bad on you. People should say, all right, you have bad judgment. Maybe you shouldn't be at the paper. Maybe you shouldn't be on the mayor and council, whatever kind of influential position that person is in.
So thank you, Dr. Zehri, for that.
It shows bad judgment. And people should say, well, you got bad judgment.
Desert Oasis celebrates 20 years in Bullhead City. This is a picture of Dr. Zehri.
They're ignoring it and pretending like it didn't happen, but it did. I've seen other men have gotten very bad treatment for far, far less allegations. So that's why I brought up Johnny Depp, because there's no proof against him, yet he's been dropped. He's been blacklisted. Then how come Dr. Zehri can get away with it after 10 women? He probably makes contributions, and they're protecting him. It just shows that he has no ethics when it comes to medicine. So I bet you he prescribes all different kinds of pills to many influential people. Opioids and stuff like that. And so people would love that, and they're going to protect him.
If you are registered to vote and currently living in Bullhead City, Arizona, this message is for you. I'm collecting petition signatures for the recall of Dr. Waheed Zehri from Bullhead City Council. We need at least 1,400 signatures. If you have any questions or concerns about this petition or need more details before signing, I'm gladly willing to answer. I can say this. Sexual harassment is not okay.